All right, boys, welcome. Well, for those of you who don't know, I actually have an uncle who, believe it or not, directed Star Wars.
Are you serious?
I'm
Actually?
very serious.
Which
yeah.
one?
He directed all of them.
Wow.
Damn. He goes under a lot of pseudonyms. He goes under the pseudonyms J.J. Abrams, George Lucas, and Ryan Johnson.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, but lately, I mean, he's just been under a lot of stress. Just
From what, Zaruba? From what is he under? Why is he under so much stress?
well, I mean, he doesn't pay taxes. So,
Oh, really? He doesn't have to pay
So he's
taxes?
got the IRS after him,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's got to make them Star Wars movies just pitch perfect.
Otherwise, fucking
Good movie, by the way.
Bob
Pitch Perfect.
Disney is going to be mad at him.
Yeah, Bob Disney's gonna
Good
be
movie,
mad
Pitch
at him.
Perfect.
Great movie.
You actually think that?
I actually enjoy the movie.
You know, you want to know a fun fact about that movie?
What?
So, this is a little fun fact about the movie. That was the first. You know, when you're a kid, you watch a movie and you don't even like consider if it's like good or bad. You're just like, okay, that was a good movie or whatever. I just watched that. That was entertaining. Pitch Perfect was the first movie I watched, and I was like, that movie sucked.
All right.
I did not have a fun time watching that.
We did interrupt Zerman, though.
Oh, sorry, Zaruba.
Well, that was a perfect time to interrupt because I didn't really know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I could tell he was wrapping up.
Except that, I mean, my uncle's the man, and yours is not. So.
Mine's a dentist, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a scout for the lightning.
I have 4 uncles.
I have.
Carry the one.
Carry the one.
Do you ever?
7.
Well, okay, so when you talk to your uncle or your aunts, what do you like when you like talk about them? Do you call them like Uncle Blank,
Nah.
or you just call them their name?
It's just like Rick.
Okay. What about you, Zaruba? Uncle Ryan Johnson.
No, I don't.
Uncle
I haven't,
J.J. Abrams.
I haven't seen him in a while because he's just been so busy down at Disney. But,
Oh yeah, he's so busy on Tatooine.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in like a good 5 years. So I mean, that just goes to show you how often I see him. But
Yeah.
I just call him by his name.
Yeah, yeah. What about your grandparents? Do you call them by their first name or the last name or their?
I just call him Grandma.
I just say grandpa.
But do you?
Grandma.
So how do you distinguish between the two of them?
Oh, yeah, last name.
Yeah, yeah. So I do Grandma Hanson. You know what I
Yes.
mean? What about you?
Well, I never really have to distinguish between the two of them
Grandma Sandy, Grandma Johnson.
because I don't see the other side very much. So
Oh, okay. So it's implied when you just say grandma.
yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because the other side's from out of town, so like the people who I talk to wouldn't know who they are.
Right, right. That's like, yeah. There's people who like Spider-Man calls his aunt Aunt May or whatever, but like, this I know I just brought that up randomly, but like, listen to this, right?
This towel is uncomfortable and stupid.
Well, you shouldn't have worn a shirt that has our fucking city's name on it.
Still stupid.
If it wasn't such a dirty shirt, I would have given you a blanket.
Just
It's
turn,
not even a dirty shirt.
just turn it
Is it
around.
not? Yeah.
Oh.
Says the guy who worked out.
Just
in
turn it inside
that
out.
Same shirt.
You'll still be able to see it.
Huh? Will you?
Yeah, I think so.
That is stitched in.
I guess it's not.
The design.
Just put it on backwards. Then you
It
can see
doesn't
it.
matter.
Okay, so how about this? Okay.
You cold over there, Sandquist?
A little bit.
Well, he's cold because the towel is ever so slightly damp from when I
It's
used it.
so wet.
Well, here's the problem, Sandy, is because I used to have 2 towels down here, one for my hair, I guess, and one for my body.
Is this your body towel?
Now that's both of them. Because I brought the other one up for some reason.
So you wiped your ass with this towel.
No. What?
You dried off your ass with this towel.
I guess I didn't really. Do you dry off your entire body when you dry off? Usually I don't really dry that much. I just get it not soaking wet. I mainly focus on the hair because then when I put clothes on, it just naturally becomes dry.
I dry off my entire body.
So you like put your towel up your ass and stuff?
Not up my ass. You know what?
You get it. How many towels does it take to dry your body?
1?
How? If you dry it completely, how do you do it all with one towel?
I don't know. I just do.
Mine is like soaking wet by the time I get to the hair.
I'm built different.
You're built different?
Yes.
We're all
Damn.
built
There's
different.
a fat joke I could have made there, but I decided not to. Especially since you're
Yeah,
doing
he's
that.
improving himself.
Especially since he's improving
Pretty soon
himself.
we won't be able to make him because pretty soon he'll be more
I'm
fit.
getting him in while I have the chance.
Well, he's already a better athlete than me, so I mean, pretty soon he's just gonna be absolutely jacked as well.
Hanson's best outfit of all this stuff.
Wow, man. Well, according to a lot of my family members, you are a lookalike of Tom Cruise. Zaruba.
Oh yeah.
I can see it.
Well, at the time, I didn't have my Tom Cruise haircut, but
Yeah, yeah. At the camp out, Zaruba was just walking around without a shirt on and with like aviator sunglasses, and people were like, "Oh my God, it's Maverick! It's fucking Tom Cruise!"
Is that the star of Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah, Top Gun and Top Gun
Miles
Maverick.
Teller?
No.
and they didn't know that
rumor has it-
Maverick's uncle directed.
Rumor has it that your uncle. Rumor has it that your uncle met Miles Teller recently with you.
Yeah, with me, man.
Even though you haven't seen him in a while, he brought you up to
Yeah,
see
even though I haven't
Miles
seen
Teller.
him in a while.
I don't
Well,
know where
I-
this joke originated from. I don't get it. Explain to me after the podcast.
Yeah.
What joke? His uncle is the fucking director of Star Wars,
Fuck,
and he
you're
just
right.
met Miles Teller. Do you think Miles Teller is going to be the new Star Wars movie, or can you not say?
Well, I mean, if my uncle's directing it, absolutely.
Is that a promise on camera?
That's not a promise.
It's going to be a leak for the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Can you leak the plot of the new Star Wars movie? Is it going to be like a spin-off movie, or is it going to be episode 10?
Star Wars leak. Sandquist.
What?
Sandquist as Kylo Ren.
Well, I don't
Kylo Ren
know,
comes
I don't
back
know,
to life.
man, but my uncle's
He
been,
died?
Yeah, and then
I listened to his last
They're
meeting
stupid though.
over the air, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my nephew into that movie."
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to be the lead of Star Wars?
As what? Anakin Skywalker?
They wouldn't give him a role that already exists. They would
As
fucking.
what? R2D2?
This is Disney we're talking about. Instead of like, if there's someone who is existing in the Star Wars universe, they're either going to fucking not put them in the show or movie, or make it all CGI and have it look like the original actor.
Didn't they do that with
They did it with a lot of people.
well they did that with Leia.
Yeah, and they did it with Luke, and they did it with a lot of people. But for like young versions of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then in the new Obi-Wan show, they have like young Obi-Wan scenes, and it's just like, oh, the same guy, but they just like dress
You know
him
what
to
they
look
screwed
younger.
up in Star Wars?
A lot of stuff, but I'm ready to hear what you have to say.
Qui-Gon Jinn should have lasted longer.
Qui-Gon Jinn should have lasted longer.
He shouldn't have died.
Why do you figure that?
He was just a cool character. I like Liam Neeson.
He's cool, but he's superfluous to the entire plot. He didn't even need
What
to be
is
in the movies.
superfluous?
He doesn't need to exist.
I can't say that word.
They never mentioned him in the first couple movies, so they didn't even need to have him. They could have just had Obi-Wan the entire time. Think
But
about
he needed
that.
a mentor.
Huh?
He needed a mentor.
Who did?
Obi-Wan.
Why?
I don't know.
It was,
Anakin needed a mentor.
they said in the first couple movies that Yoda was Obi-Wan's master, but then they're like, we're gonna make up a character just because we want Liam Neeson in the movie.
I guess. But dude, like Yoda's like 800 years old. Like he needs to like.
Well, Yoda was technically everyone's master because he trains everyone when they're. It's fucking stupid. Okay, never mind. Moving on. So what were we just talking
Or
about?
General Grievous.
General Grievous?
The main topic
Darth
we
Maul.
wanted to bring up was the camp out.
Oh, the camp out. Okay, yeah. So. Oh wait, no. We should first talk about Sandquist's under 200 pounds
Oh,
journey.
that's right. We were talking about that. Unless if he's too ashamed of them. But I don't think he should be ashamed.
I'm not.
He's improving himself for the better.
Yeah, but this isn't the first time he's come on the podcast either, so I have a history of going back on what I have to say.
Did you talk about the under 200 story last time you were on the podcast?
No, but I talked about. Remember episode 100?
Oh yeah, you talked about you were losing weight.
Yes.
Were you under 200 to that?
Like 215.
Yeah, I remember it was like the first time I saw you after school started. And you're like, yeah, I've already gained the freshman 25. I'm like, don't you mean the freshman 15? You're like, no.
Bauer told me that line the next day because I wasn't there, and I went to go see Bauer on Thanksgiving Day because I had to. He bought me a stick or something, and
A hockey stick?
Yeah, he bought me
just a regular stick.
Yeah, he bought me
Walking
he bought
stick.
he bought me a hockey stick because like shipping was brutal on our team, and
Am I still in the frame, Lucas?
he was like, yes.
Yeah,
He was
Zaruba
like,
isn't though.
oh.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can keep talking.
He was. I can't remember how he said it, but he was like, "Yeah, Sandquist absolutely blew the freshman 15 joke." He said,
Yeah. No, but he didn't. No, it wasn't. No. It was funny because it is the freshman 15, but he gained
Yeah.
25
He
pounds.
Well, I remember. So the first day of college, I was 208.
Yeah.
Then I peaked at 236,
Okay.
and now
"Was
I'm
that
like,
in Maria's basement?"
yes.
Yeah.
And now I'm.
Hey, but you were wearing a jacket though.
now I'm 220 right now.
Okay.
So I've lost 15 pounds in the last couple months.
That's what he said right after he got off the scale. Hey, I'm wearing a jacket.
Yeah. But you have the ability to gain and lose weight more than I could. I couldn't like lose or gain weight if I wanted to.
Yeah,
I
but
could probably gain weight.
you can gain weight.
What? I don't know, because like I didn't. I don't
If you-
exercise at all.
If
And
you
like,
started working out, you could gain weight.
I would gain weight.
If you're building muscle.
Well, if I'm eating and working out.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
well. Right now, it's hard for me because I feel like I'm at the point where I've kind of stopped growing, but at the same time, like I'm burning so many calories and eating so many calories that it just like evens itself out, and it's so hard to gain or lose right now.
Right. But you don't. You're fine right now, Zaruba. You're
Well,
looking.
You weigh like what, 170 pounds?
175.
Yeah,
And you're
that's-
what, maybe
that's-
165?
I know I'm like 175. I'm actually pretty dense. You know Brennan?
You're like a Neutron star.
Yeah,
Neutron
yeah.
star.
You know Brennan?
Yes, I know Brennan.
He literally like him and I are like the same, like almost pretty much the same height. He might be a little bit taller than me actually.
You guys look about like you're the same.
Yeah,
height.
he's literally like 50 pounds less than me.
He was 125 pounds.
Like like 130 pounds roughly. I'm
Good
like
for
that. I'm like that is bullshit.
Good for Brennan.
Well, yeah, but
No.
what? What's wrong with that?
I have an infected toe.
Oh crap!
Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
that. I didn't know.
I thought
that.
there was something wrong with him saying good for Brennan for weighing.
No,
not
not that.
Okay, that's funny. So Sandquist is playing footsie with you under the
Yes, and I have an infected toe.
table. No, he's doing it to me now. I actually just got a blister on my foot today.
I mean,
It
I'd
is
be
very
fine
painful.
if I had normal toes, but this one's infected.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Which one?
This one.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait, can you actually tell the difference between the two of them?
Well,
I
that
don't
one
look
you
at
can
your
kind of
feet.
there's like some sussy type stuff on it.
This one?
What is wrong with your finger or your
Did you
toenails?
say
Zaruba?
sussy?
Oh, okay. I'll explain what's wrong with them. Pool basketball is what's wrong with
Dude,
them.
I'm the best pool basketball player.
Okay.
Anyways.
Wait. Finish the 200 under 200 thing, and then we can talk about pool basketball and Zaruba's toes.
I feel like he already kind of has, unless
I mean-
he has something else. To
No.
say.
So Sandquist a couple months ago had a story called Under 200, and I remember seeing one post on it saying I'm gonna get to under 200 pounds. This is my workout thing I'm doing today.
Yeah.
And then he just stopped. I'm like, what happened to that? And he's like, yeah, I like ate a bunch of food the next day, and then I stopped doing it or something.
Yeah.
And then and then now he's doing it again, but he's posted like the last
What we
3
should
days.
do, no, to keep me accountable, what we should do is like we should have like a before picture and an after picture. So that once I like get like on the Be Quiet podcast, I'm like the Biggest Loser. We're gonna
Oh,
like
yeah.
come out and it's like the after picture.
We have the big screen that's like beep beep, and it's like switching the like different like weights.
199.4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gain weight, and that's like, all the lights turn red in the house.
Yeah, you get shunned.
Yeah, we used to watch that show every
Me
season.
and my family used to watch that show all the time.
So it was so annoying because there'd be these bitches who'd be like, oh, I don't want to, like they would like, no, I
I remember one dude. His name was Michael.
That's what I'm talking
He
about.
weighed 525 pounds, and he lost over 300 pounds doing The Biggest Loser. It was insane.
There was a season that was called this is what I was trying to say. There was a season that was called Biggest Loser No Excuses, and that was the season where everyone was just making excuses the entire time. It was so annoying.
I watched this episode of I think it's like My 1,000 Pound Life. And
Oh,
600
yeah.
Or no, My 600 Pound Life.
Yeah.
And the dude was 1,003 pounds.
How is that even possible?
I don't know, and he died at like 620. He actually ended up losing like
What the fuck? Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
You
but
started
that's-
laughing right when you said he
Imagine
died.
losing 400 pounds and still being over like 600 pounds.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Sad.
That is, yeah. Imagine losing 40% of your body weight.
No, I didn't think that was funny.
Bad
I
enough
just
for a television show.
No,
just
I
don't-
get it.
I don't know
I
how you
get
could like.
Like how do you deliver it? I get it.
Yeah, it was how it was delivered. Just made me look evil.
Yeah. I was laughing at the fact that you started laughing when you said,
I thought it was
yeah, and then
like a
then he
funny
died. And I'm like,
it's like the fuck
yeah. Well, anyways, so Sandquist is, in other news, Sandquist,
again.
going from my 1,000 pound life, 1,000
I'm not
pound
quite
life.
1,000.
Yeah. You're like 1/4 of the way there, though. Or, well, not even really close.
I'd say about a fifth.
Well, a fifth is 200.
I'm at 220, so I mean,
So you're in between a fourth and a fifth.
I'm like 22% of the way there.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, other than that math lesson. So now that we're done talking about that, now we can talk about Zaruba's toenails in pool basketball.
No, pool basketball. No, dude. Well, pool basketball first.
Okay.
The story about Zaruba's toenails has to do with pool basketball.
But dude, can we all admit I'm
Okay.
Michael Jordan of pool basketball.
But Sandquist, you're the best athlete out of the group, and you are the.
I wouldn't say I'm the best
tallest.
athlete.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
you are.
Okay, well,
Okay,
anyway,
who's better than you?
I mean,
McCarville. No.
Wait,
Not currently.
are we just talking about pool basketball?
Not
Was Sandquist
no.
the number
But
one catcher in the whole state?
Sandquist plays the most sports though,
Well, that's
and
true.
he
Sandquist is the most well-rounded athlete out of
yeah
everyone. There.
exactly. So that's why I'd say he's the best athlete out of everyone.
Yep.
And I wasn't necessarily horrible at any of the sports. I
No.
don't know. I don't know if I'm necessarily the best, but
I'm not-
Okay, so anyways, basically,
Anyway.
when basically at Kale's house, right?
You might have to cut that part off about McCarville because I just like that.
What?
I
No, he's fine. He's fine. I actually have a funny McCarville story to tell after this.
he'll have a great year though this year. He's primed to start. He'll.
But Sandquist,
I have pure
my thing
confidence,
was is that
Well, no,
like,
in pool basketball, everyone like Sandquist is the best one. But
Well, because like my vertical is like 8 inches
so
higher than
basically,
everyone
in pool
else's.
basketball, it's like fucking basketball in a pool, duh.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we were playing it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, it was like, you were like a captain, or someone else was a captain, or something, or
Were
it
you
was
at-
like,
were you there?
it was there was one game where it was like throw if you get the hoop in, you're on this team, and if you get it in, like, okay, so let's say it's me.
We were shooting for team.
We were shooting for teams, okay, yeah. So basically, they were like,
People know
okay,
what that means.
yeah, okay. So basically, they were like, Lucas, if you shoot this and it goes in, you're on Sanko's team, and if you don't, then the next person has to go, right? Or I'm like, oh, Sanko's team, and I purposely missed. And they're like, no, you want to be on Sanko's team. I'm like, oh, really? Like, I just missed as a joke, because I was like, just to make fun of you.
I remember that.
But
Actually, now.
then I was on your team, and I was like, oh my, we were like undefeated. It was literally like Sankos fucking just stands by the hoop, doesn't move the entire game, and then just destroys people. And
Because what happened? Because they'd put Tyler and Kale on me, and
yeah,
so
well,
then
Tyler tried to get on me a lot too.
so I had to get a pass on like the edge of the pool, pump fake, like dive under, and then elevate like a foot above the rim, and then just jam it on people.
Yeah,
Gosh, and then like you know what's funny though, I barely played basketball. I wasn't very good.
yeah,
I
you
was
quit
fine.
for a year.
I did.
I remember the press conference we had.
And then I came back. I came out of retirement.
Yeah,
I'm like Jordan. I'm like Jordan.
like Jordan,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Okay, I thought you were talking about the Jordan in our grade.
Oh no, I'm like Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
Dude, I averaged 0.8 points per game, 1 point like something rebounds, like no assists. Like I was nuts.
yeah, you were pretty nuts. I don't think I ever watched you play once.
Because I barely played.
Yeah.
You didn't have much of an opportunity.
Yeah. Well, anyways, how does that have to relate to your
to my
toenails?
feet. Well, not just my feet. I feel like every time I go to pool basketball, I come out with some sort of like
Infection?
minor infection. I wouldn't consider it injury because I'm not the type to get like injured that easily.
Yeah, you ain't a bitch.
Yeah.
No. But but 2 days ago when we were there, before I worked out and went for a 5 mile run, so I
Weird
just
flex.
Yeah, I was about to say weird flex, but okay.
well no, but I
Before I went for my 5 hour
Before
run,
you know, I
five
just,
mile,
before
before you know,
run.
I decided to run 5 miles in 20 minutes.
Before I saved
it
that
wasn't
kitten
it
from
wasn't
the tree.
it took me way longer than 20 minutes, but anyways, I started to get cramps in each one of my legs, and yeah, it was just brutal.
Oh yeah, but hey, did you know that Teigland ran a marathon? In case he didn't tell you.
You never
I haven't talked to him since he ran the marathon.
Yeah,
I'm
actually
dreading
proud.
it.
I'm actually proud of him.
Yeah, no. Teigland is a legend, but he literally was like talking about it all throughout the school year, and I'm like,
He
well,
did a
not
good job. He finished in 4 hours 19 minutes and 38 seconds.
okay.
So 22 seconds away, dude.
4 hours. Oh yeah, yeah.
But I know I was really proud of him because I mean, 26.2 miles. That's no joke.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Like, that's a long.
And and Duluth has a lot of hills.
It was pretty flat. It was,
Oh,
it was
really?
a pretty
Oh,
flat.
Teigland did the
close.
grandma's marathon, in case you didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one in Duluth.
And he finished in the top half, I think.
Yeah.
I want to do a marathon someday.
I had to laugh though. Then like the moms pushing like strollers finished ahead of him.
They,
Like,
they didn't do the full marathon.
yeah, they did.
How do they? How?
I don't know. It's incredible.
No.
Yes,
Surely
they
not.
did. It's incredible. Like those women, like it is actually ridiculous how they do that. Like they are pushing a stroller with a child in it.
But they probably
26 miles.
But they probably actually. Why would they go? Why would they bring their kid?
just as a because
Just as a flex?
babysitter. I don't know. Maybe they don't have a babysitter.
That's not the reason.
I don't know.
They
But
they clearly have done multiple marathons.
It is
though.
very cool though to watch that.
Okay.
I've never watched a marathon before.
I mean, like we were at the finish line, so we were at the halfway point in the finish line.
It was
kinda
crazy. Like
No,
what
but
happened.
I was sitting there eating my Dairy Queen while he's finishing a marathon.
Cool. Yeah, that's kind of funny. The differences between you and Teigland.
But hey, I'm changing. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Zaruba, sorry.
Oh.
You should do the marathon next year.
No.
Sandquist, I'll run it with you.
That should be a good Be Quiet podcast segment.
Me and Sandquist run the marathon.
yeah,
Live
yeah.
stream the marathon.
No. Every like week we check in on you guys' on your training regime.
No, what we should do is like if one of us ever runs a marathon,
Which
like
would be me and
anyone that
you.
you've ever had be like on the podcast, have
I've
them
had
like
someone who's been on the podcast run a marathon.
yeah,
Ben Teigland.
another one. Like have them get hooked up with like a camcorder, and like they just like
Oh, I thought of another
they
person
like
who's
vlog
been
it.
Nolan
Nolan
Myers.
Myers. He actually finished it in like 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Well, Nolan's he's a beast.
Well, Nolan's been running for his entire life, so.
Nolan's a
true.
very good athlete.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Do you think Nolan would be good at pool basketball though?
I'm better.
Nolan?
Huh?
Who?
Well, no shit, you're better. It was a joke.
But no, pool basketball is weird. Like you either have to be a really good shooter,
Or you have
or
to be
you have
strong.
or you have to be just strong.
Just how strong? What do you mean?
Like
to steal balls and swim.
and you have to do like for example, like if I get the ball and two guys are by me, I have to get around two guys. It's not that easy because you're in water. You can't move that fast. So you
Yeah.
just have to use strength to either jump over them or to go through
You're
them.
not gonna jump over.
Wow.
them.
What I mean by jump over them is like
Oh,
jump
yeah,
above them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for clarifying. Jump above
Jump
them.
above them.
Jump out of the pool like 6 feet off the
That's
ground.
what I meant.
Do a
But
box
no,
jump.
the best was so the first game I played with Zaruba. He took the first 5 shots of the game.
Mhm.
I think 3 of them went out of the pool, and did one of them even hit rim? I don't know if one of them hit rim.
No.
He took the first 5 shots, and I'm sitting there like, he didn't know that like I was like known as like a good pool basketball
Mhm.
player, and I get the ball in an alley oop, and he's like, he's like, holy shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, it was like bam, bam, bam.
dude! Brooke Jackson threw me the nastiest alley oop though.
Well, she played basketball for many years.
So exactly, so she is like falling into the deep end of the pool, and throws me a laser, and I come in one hand. And just go right over. I think it was. Either Kayla or
She's
Harmel.
probably the best athlete out of all the girls in that group.
Probably
No, 100% is.
Can I tell my funny McCarville story now?
yes.
Okay, so you know how McCarville is kind of like vulgar in certain situations?
No, but I guess I guess I don't know. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm not trying to ruin the joke.
Okay. No, you're not trying to ruin the joke, but you know how he's not like vulgar, but he's not like he's not like
He's one of the boys.
he'll like swear and stuff, and he'll
Okay,
like
yeah, okay.
he'll like say like he's not like
I get what you're saying.
he's got
Okay.
a potty mouth on occasion,
Just
right?
keep potty mouth. Okay, just keep going.
Occasionally, like certain words, you know what I mean. But like anyway, but basically, what I'm trying to say is, I was at Kale's house, and fucking people were talking about Euphoria. And so they were talking about like, oh my God, this show is so stressful to watch. And I come into the conversation after I heard that because I can relate to this conversation. I'm like, oh, you're talking about Euphoria? Yeah, bro, that show is really stressful. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, I have this person I'm friends with at Eau Claire who watched the entire show in like 2 days. She's like, I literally told her she's like a masochist for watching that show.
Who?
And Kelsey.
All right.
And out of all people, McCarville from across the way, he goes, Jesus, Lucas, Jesus Christ. I'm like, what? He's like, that word, like Jesus. I'm like, what? And he's like seriously,
I don't know what
over
that word
Euphoria. I'm like,
What does that word mean?
it's just like you're crazy.
Oh,
It's like not even like a bad word. It's like, I'm like, he's like, jeez. I'm like, what? I was so confused. I was like, why are you so offended by that, McCarville? It was,
someone across the pool.
he's like, yeah, he's like washing, he's like drying off, and he's like, Jesus, Lucas. I'm like, what? He's like, that word, masochist. Like, jeez. I'm like, okay, well, she's a sociopath. What do you mean? What? I'm just over exaggerating a joke, and it's not like a fucking bad word.
It's
like-
massive. Lucas.
Yeah, I was literally so confused. I want to ask McCarville why he was like so shocked by that. He probably
Get him on
doesn't
the
remember it happening.
Get him on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Has he ever been on it?
No.
Really?
Well, I've only been friends with him this year.
Oh, I
This past
guess.
year, ever since like poker started
It's
at
like
the
who
end
in
of
our
last
friend
year.
has never been on the podcast?
Most of the girls in the me and you friend group has never been
All
on.
right.
Other than Abby, pretty much none of them have been on. I don't think.
It's like Brooks never been on.
Brooke's never been on. Hallie's
Hallie.
never been on. Hallie will be on.
Anna, Shay.
No,
Maria.
well, okay. Well, now you're just listening to people that I'm not even that close of friends
Well, I
with.
didn't know. I'm sorry.
I've seen Anna once in the past 2 years.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Probably. I don't remember. Since graduation,
Wait,
I've
what
seen her
were you
once.
saying about
Just
McCarville?
people. No, he was just telling that same
I
story.
was just continuing the story, but then
Oh,
we're talking about people who haven't been on the podcast.
no, he actually is like a good. He's a really good athlete, but like compared to Sandquist though, Sandquist is like a
We're
better.
still talking
Not
about
not what we
this.
were talking
We're still
about at all,
talking
but
about
okay, yeah.
this.
Yeah, but you guys brought up his name, so
Oh, look at
like
that idiot.
Oh yeah, you see that? I pulled a prank on JP last week. It wasn't even supposed to be on JP really,
Who
but
was supposed to be on Carter?
it was just supposed to be on who I didn't know who was gonna be on the podcast. I was like, whoever's sitting in that seat is
Oh,
gonna.
and you pre-planned it the week
Yeah,
before.
in the week in episode 119, I said, uh, let's just put this thing on the screen and we'll see what happens. It's a pretty funny bit.
And now JP looks like a goon.
Yeah, JP literally switched spots with Carter right before
I know, I
because he
saw
didn't want the
that.
side profile, so he literally sat there and then it said idiot. That was a classic bit. Yeah. Well, anyways, what were we talking about? McCarville. Yeah,
I like McCarville a lot.
yeah. McCarville,
I've gotten
McCarville,
really close with him.
McCarville has grown on me the
I've
past.
gotten really close with him.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who I've become friends with lately that I would have never thought I'd be friends with,
Like
and
who?
like McCarville or like Garrett, Putnam.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, from like that, from like the other friend group
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
in.
Like I've been hanging out with him.
I
Like
like Garrett a lot.
we
He's a
went,
cool dude.
I
we all
haven't
went to
seen him
this
in forever. But yeah, I used to be really close
we
with
all
him.
went to this Airbnb together over
I
Fourth of
heard
July
about that.
weekend, and Garrett was there, and he like made me breakfast on the Saturday, and I told Jack that I'm like, if you'd have told me a year ago that Garrett Putnam is making me breakfast, I would have like said, what kind of dream are you having? Like, it just seems like a crazy like
What is
scenario.
Garrett Putnam like a celebrity to you or what?
He's just someone who I never would have thought I would hang out with, and then same with like yeah, just same with like a lot of people. It's like there's like a lot of people from our high school that's
Well, I mean,
like
like it's weird to think because like think back to like 10th grade. Like me and you were like
Yeah,
cool,
but we
but like
never hung
I
out.
never hung out with them or like Kale, Tyler. I never
Hmm.
hung out with Kyle, Jax. I
Yeah,
hung out with Marcus, but like I mean,
because we weren't like in your friend group. Really. Well,
until
we were just all kind of.
probably not until senior year.
Yeah, I was seeing. It was like,
Because even that COVID summer,
yeah,
we
even
didn't hang
COVID.
out.
No, even COVID. Well, no one really did.
How did you guys start playing poker? Because that's how we all started hanging out. How did that
Well,
group chat start?
I don't
I
know. It's just yeah.
well
That's
the
how I
only
started hanging out with
the
like
only
Kale and
reason
them.
why I started hanging out with you
Well,
guys
it started with blackjack.
is because
I remember that.
Bauer started hanging out with that group because those were Abby's friends.
That's right. It was Abby and
It
Kyle.
was Abby and Kyle because Kyle and I have been tight since like sixth grade. So I've hung out. We work out like every day together, and um, yeah, basically he's the one who's the reason why I'm
No, that
probably here.
no,
Honestly,
complete. That is actually the reason why.
Yeah, but it's crazy how like everyone is like, oh yeah, we'll never see each other again out of high school. But it's like I feel like I'm more connected with the
yeah,
our grade
I
now.
do too. I do too because
Yeah,
like
I mean, just like grad parties and stuff like
yeah,
that. Like
Like yeah,
exactly.
gathering
you see
together.
people there, and it's like
Yeah. Well, because like it's weird because like it's like once you leave high school,
you realize
it
that it
like
never mattered.
it like everyone's on the same page.
I
Everyone
know.
Yeah,
That's what I realized last summer. And it was
like
like,
there weren't like oh sorry
no, no, I get what you're saying, but like my point is like, why didn't I realize this earlier?
there weren't
Like throughout high
like
school.
like there were not like categories in our grade, but like you know how like there's
like
like the
clicks.
jocks, the
Yeah,
like that wasn't
Yeah,
really a thing. But like
it
once
kind
you're
of
out,
was
like
though.
once like when you're out of high school, it's like
That's
every,
what I always.
everyone's just there.
That's kind of how I always envisioned Garrett being though, like just like kind of a jock type dude. But then like started hanging out with him, and he's just like
He's such a cool dude.
he's just chill.
Like I've hung like maybe like once every couple months I see him, and like we hang out. But like whenever I see him, he's always chill. Always a
Yeah,
cool dude.
a lot of people like yeah no yeah no it's nice. I feel like when it's also like when you don't have to see people every day, it just kind of
yeah,
like oh hey I haven't seen you in a while. Even if you never really talked to them, it's just
yeah.
kind of good to see pretty much anyone
Yeah.
from our high school. It's like oh yeah I haven't seen you in a while.
Well,
Oh how have you been? Even if you like oh like people will be like who I never even talked to in high
yeah.
school
Well,
that
because
much will be
like
like
for
oh how's the
example,
podcast going?
at Anders's grad party, me and Josh, you might have been there too. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Which
I
Andrus?
was. You drove me.
Oh
No,
oh
no, I'm saying
oh
it like
not
during this.
okay yeah never
So,
mind.
um, like Jada Hansen was there, and Josh was in like a group presentation with like 10th grade, and me and him just sat there and talked to her for like 10 minutes. We're like, I don't think I ever really had a conversation with her at any point during my high school career. But like that can go for like a lot of different people. When you get what I'm saying, where it's like that's
Yeah,
What do you
yeah, that can go for a lot of different people.
No, I'm talking about my story. I kept my story.
So when that came up, I completely forgot that we did it again, and so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be Sandquist. He's sitting in the left seat because I was like, JP, what should we say? Uh, and call the person on the right.
But but my point where it's like, yeah, like me and Josh had never like we had any sort of like conversation with her at any point. But it's like once you're out of high school, it's like you haven't seen each other in like a year. It's like whatever. Like I don't know. Oh, like Joey Benson's another person too, where it's like
Like we're just
I don't
name
remember
dropping so many
ever
people, but it
talking
really
to.
doesn't matter.
You can blur out the names, I guess.
No,
I
no,
don't
I guess it
care.
doesn't matter.
But like I don't remember ever like really talking to him a lot. But it's like whenever I see him at a grad party, I've probably spent 10 minutes at each grad party talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's also like,
And there's 10 other people probably that are like that, but those are the first two that came to my mind.
and it's also like if there's certain people who are like, oh, I don't want to talk to you in high school because like I don't like know you and I don't want to like be act like look stupid. Then it's just like, well, I
I
can
never
just
really thought that
no,
though.
but I'm saying for me, but it's like I don't want to like I've never talked to you, so I don't want to like look dumb with my like. And
Oh
if I have to
yeah,
see you at school the next day, and now it's just like, well, it doesn't. I don't really care what
Yeah, no,
whatever
it
do I
doesn't
say to
matter.
people.
yeah, and like everyone's just kind of chill with each other.
Hmm.
This is kind of cool.
Hmm.
But that's how it is with every grade though. When they graduate, it's like,
Well,
and,
no shit. That's why we're talking about it.
oh,
We're just talking about our experience with it.
shut up! I'm so sick of you.
You're so sick of me.
I'm
This is the
kidding.
first time I've seen you in weeks, Sandy.
That's the first time I've seen you in weeks since the
Yeah,
campo, probably right?
Yeah, same
Or
for
no,
me.
I
since
no,
cool.
Or
no,
no, yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
We've hung out.
we
We've hung
yeah.
out. I was gonna go to Kale's the other day, but then I was like, I was like,
I had my slow pitch softball league.
yeah.
I took
'Cause-
off work just to go to Kale's. I just been working a shit ton.
well, yeah, and like I knew people were gonna swim, but it was raining. I was like, fuck. So I texted. I was like, "Is anyone saw Kale's?" And Marcus was like, "Yeah, there are some people there, but I'm about to leave." And I was like, oh, "Fuck."
Yeah, because I got there like at 9.
Yeah.
And you left your windows open.
Oh yeah, it started like storming and my windows were open. I'm like,
Oh, really?
so I had to run and go shut my windows.
Yeah. That reminds me of the classic Fred. That's maybe the first time I've said his name in 100 episodes. Fucking
Fred,
remember Fred from the podcast, the running joke, the guy who I used to work with, Fred.
I have no idea what the hell you're
Are
talking
you serious? That's how long ago how long it's been since Fred has been mentioned.
about. Probably.
So there's this guy who I worked with who his name is Fred. His name isn't actually Fred, but he's a guy who I work with who we just talk about so much on the podcast. Huh? No.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy who I used to work with so much, and then there'd be so many funny stories, but I didn't want people to like clown on him, so I just would call him Fred.
Wait, have you ever had a reveal of where you used to work?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say we should do that.
Yeah, no, we did that fucking like 40 episodes ago.
But Lucas work reveal, because remember like when the podcast first started, it was like such a like you didn't want people to know where you work. It's like it was such like a concealed thing.
It's not that I don't want people to know where I work. It's I don't want to get in trouble at work for talking about because
Yeah,
I complain about it so much on the
yeah.
podcast. I don't
You
want
explained
someone to be
that
like,
before.
I don't want someone to be like, oh, someone at work to be like, oh wow. And same thing with my current job now. I don't really have any complaints with my
Where
job now.
I don't even know.
Yeah, well,
You were with Dunn.
I work with Dunn
Okay. Okay.
at a
Sandy, are
store.
you still
Just
working at the same place, or are you done
No,
there?
so that I no, I'm done there. It was just a
Really?
couple. It was just a couple month thing.
Oh, I thought it was the whole summer.
No, no, well, because I needed the last couple months for baseball and
Oh,
everything.
I suppose.
I
So
need
are
that
you going back to your old job now, or are you just like free now?
Part time.
He's a
Yeah,
free
just
agent.
He's a free
just to make some
agent.
extra money, I guess. But
Dang, I wish I
now it's all
was.
focused on
I was
baseball.
in your shoes. God, some days I work 13 hours.
Yeah, those days. I most I worked I think was 10.
Well, no, but I go
So,
from I work two separate jobs though.
Oh, you do?
Not at the same job.
I had to work. I had to stay an extra 15 minutes late today to do something that Jack Dunn didn't do.
Dang it!
He literally, huh?
Hey, no, look at the camera right now, Jack. You owe Lucas
Well,
one.
this is what happened, right? So I'm like stocking this shelf, and Jack Dunn is stocking this shelf. Jack Dunn got there an hour before me. He's leaving an hour before me as well, and so he's like, "Hey, Lucas, can you back stuff?" Like, so it's like extra shit I need to put in the
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, "Yeah, sure." I didn't realize how little time, like how much shit I had to do still. So like I got done. I was supposed to leave at 6:30, and I got done with my stuff at like 6:35. So it's like, oh shit, I still got to do all done stuff that I said I would do for a minute. So then I left it like,
But isn't working there kind of a run of the clock, like kind of like a run the clock out scenario? Like once 6:30 hits, you're done. It's an expert's job.
No, well, to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter to me because it's like I like at Culver's it would be the worst thing about Culver's was the fact that whenever I went there I would never know when I was leaving. I just knew that I would have to be done when the dishes were done, which means I'd have to be when everyone else is done.
Right.
When everything in the restaurant is closed, I'll be done, which means that could vary depending on how many people show up at the last second.
Oh,
But
I
now it's
know.
but now it's like I can leave at exactly no matter what I know I can leave exactly, or if I need to finish something up I can just stay an extra bit longer, get paid a little bit more obviously because I'm clocked in. But then it's like, oh no, I need to, like, today I had to stay an extra what, 25 minutes because because it was
What do you get paid per hour, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll bleep it out. Well, I maybe said it in the last episode, but I get paid 15 an hour, which
Okay.
is pretty good. But it's
So like,
like,
if you're there an extra half hour, you make an extra 750.
yeah, exactly. So literally to me, it's like today I was even working like an 8 hour shift, and then so it's like, oh, like I'd be like, yeah, I can just finish this because it's so like such a chill job.
Yeah.
But it's like it's nice to know like, oh, like oh, I'm off at 2 o'clock.
Hmm.
Yes, I can. I don't have to ask anyone to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was like when I worked at. I didn't work at the same store you did when I played hockey, but I worked at a store as well, a bigger store, and it was kind of the same way. I stocked, and then the hard days would be when you have to sort all the overstock. They give you like this scanner, and you'd have to climb up all these ladders and like
Yeah.
check to see like if stuff is like still in overstock, and then you'd have to go in the
Hmm.
freezer. And in the wintertime in Minnesota, that's kind of a bitch to go in the freezer. But yeah, it was just nice just being done at a certain time, and they wouldn't really expect you to stay late. That you could kind of just like
Uh,
put stuff down and be like, yeah, I'm done because they have other workers.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're like at corporations
Or
like that, they
it's
have so many guys.
especially
Right.
at Culver's when it'd be like, oh shit, this person is sick. It's like, okay, now my day is going to be like 50% harder than it was
But
before
it,
because
it
I have to
was
do more shit.
it was interesting because when I first started at that store, my my pay was was $5 less from when I ended there.
For those less than when you ended?
So he
Oh,
got it. So he got
so
five
you got
dollars
five
So
extra
dollar
ahead
raise.
of
I
you.
Okay.
got from basically when I started there in September, and then from the store I transferred to, like every employee got like a certain like raise because of like the economy and everything, and just the
Hmm.
fact that they're so short of workers, and it was crazy because I was making more at that job. Um, it seemed like some days I was doing less than I am at my other two jobs right now.
Right. Well, anyways, what I was gonna say was Fred, who, by the way, I'll bleep it out. Well, no, no, no.
Just bleep it out.
I, okay, fine.
Okay.
So I'll bleep it out. Hopefully, I don't think I've ever even said it on the podcast and then bleeped it. I think we just always known. Oh yeah, I was with Fred the other day.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I used because when he used to work with me, would like have a new Fred story like every couple of weeks, like a hilarious Fred story.
I haven't seen him in a
A
long time.
classic Fred story is when it was pouring rain out and we're all working and I'm like, oh my God, Fred, your car window's open. Oh my God. And he's like, oh, you fucking kidding me? And so I'm just in the back because I had to do something, and we all have like the headsets on where you can like walk each other like
Yeah.
I like see him like I just hear the walkie and it's just like a fucking rainstorm and he's just like, you bitch. And then I'm like, because he ran out and he is obviously his window wasn't actually fucking down. I just wanted to run out in the rain to go check. He's like, you bitch. And like it like caught right after he said bitch. So it wasn't like, oh, you bitch. It was like, you bitch. Like it was
It was just really
it
quickly.
was like an iconic. I wish I like could soundbite it. It was hilarious.
And then have no, just, like whenever someone says something like stupid on the podcast, just like put
You
it in there.
bitch.
You bitch.
Just have sound bites on.
That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that's it. That's when we get the young Jamie to have like like edits like on what you know what I'm talking about. Like we
Yeah.
have to have another. Shut the fuck up, asshole. We have to have
Yeah.
another person here to do shit for us.
Oh, owie!
What?
What's wrong,
You
Zaruba?
just hit my toast,
Oh, I'm
Sandquist.
sorry.
God damn it,
I'm
Sandquist.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, anyways, anything? What's new with you, Zaruba? Other than your work, pretty much nothing.
Um,
Well, you're going to college this year, right? You're not playing hockey?
More than likely, yeah. Hockey's just gonna be so expensive next year, and just like a lot of the stuff that like happened at our program was just like unbelievable. Like the amount of like players that got traded for doing stupid shit. Like
Are you serious?
yeah, the reasons why like our coach, like we went through four coaches,
In 1 year?
Really?
1 year.
I thought it
Yeah.
was 3, you
It
said.
was four because the first one technically
Oh, it
was
was 3 firings, 4 different coaches.
well the the third one technically didn't get fired. He was just like filling in, and then he got his job back as the assistant coach.
Oh, all right. So
And
he was like the intern
yeah,
coach.
he was literally an intern. He was 21 years old, and he was a head coach for us for 4 months. Imagine
How'd he
being.
do?
I mean,
About as good as he can do.
he did. I'll give him some sort of credit that he did as good as he could, but I mean, he obviously could have done better. But like he's 21. I mean, he still has a lot of learning to do.
Yeah. I don't
And
need
that
my
was like
phone.
his
Sorry, I gotta look at this.
no, you're good. And that was like his first time like coaching anything. Like I know Sandquist like coached like some stuff and had in the past, and I know I have and I've ref, but that was like his first year. Like he just like wanted to try coaching just
And
to
he's
make
coaching like a fucking like almost adult.
basically an
Oh,
adult hockey
breaking
team out of high
news.
school.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have
Oh
signed
crap!
point guard Austin Rivers to a 1 year
Is
contract.
that good?
It is. He's a good
Okay.
backup.
Sorry to interrupt your stories,
Oh
Ruben.
no, but
Actually, I'll just remember to say it later.
yeah. Um, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, are you done?
No. I was gonna keep going as long as you remember. I don't. I would hate if you didn't remember what you were gonna say.
Oh no, I'll remember it.
Um, but anyways, it was just kind of like an out of control year. Just like when I go back and think about it, it's like I wonder why I stayed there. But at the same time, I obviously like had a good time there.
Yeah. I mean, you made friends. You made.
Yeah, but I tell you what, man, there were some games where we just got the shit kicked out of us, and
It just felt. It just felt more
it
like a
just felt
chore.
shitty.
It felt more like a job than
Like
something you enjoyed doing.
it literally did. And by the time March came, it's not like that I wanted the race to get home, but I just wanted the race to get out of there. And just the fact that like there would be several nights where we wouldn't even have enough guys for a full roster.
Oh my
We'd
fucking
have
god!
we'd have guys getting injured on as we go. I think the one night that I didn't come to our party, or no, I wasn't supposed to come to our party that we had New Year's because we were
Mhm.
supposed to have a game that night.
And you guys had to forfeit or had to get it
We
rescheduled.
had to get it rescheduled because we had
Carry the one.
yeah,
Carry the one.
yeah. It was. I think it was like it was 2.5 lines of forwards and four defensemen. Which, if you don't know hockey, you normally have four lines, and
But
at
you only had two
least
defensemen.
we
Oh,
only
two lines of defensemen.
yeah we only had no we only had three defensemen.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were at the point because guys were all with COVID. I was starting to come back again.
So did some forwards have to play defense?
At the beginning of the year, yeah.
Well,
When we
did
played
one forward
when
have to
we
drop
played
back?
Rochester in the I don't know if you want to call it like a preseason scrimmage,
Yeah.
but we beat I tell Bauer this all the time. I go, we literally beat you
Well, Bauer wasn't
with what?
there.
Yeah, he wasn't there, but it was still his team. He still had the bag on Monday, and I go, yeah, we beat the Fraser Cup champions with one true defenseman and three forwards filling in as defensemen, and then two lines. But
It
then,
sounds like you have the Culvers of fucking hockey
yeah,
teams.
but
People not showing
but
up.
anyways,
Two lines is tough because
I'm not gonna say if I'm going back or not, just because this is over the air, and I don't want people to get the wrong message. But I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say
Zaruba
it was
fucking hates all of you fucking assholes and the hockey people.
I'm just gonna say it's a shit show, and our team was actually known as the troublemaker team, and grown men like us had to send in curfew pictures every night at 10 o'clock.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Why?
We'd send in curfew pictures
Oh, because of like
because
people like
people get
partying and stuff?
yeah. So there was one kid who got caught with substances. I'm not gonna say what. I think you can only assume one or
I
two
can assume
substances.
at least one of the
but anyways, he got shipped off to Wyoming. And he was currently living in a trailer park playing on their hockey team there.
Mhm.
But anyways, because of him, we had to start sending curfew pictures because it was the league who made us do it. They go, you either do this or your team shuts down.
How do they verify that it's a real curfew picture?
Well,
They don't.
so some people like our captains would like. So our coach, who happened to be the 21-year-old at the time, would say stupid stuff like take a picture with a spoon in the mirror, or take a picture next to your microwave, take a picture next to your remote, take it. And
Oh,
whenever we'd hang out with each other, like as teammates, we would just like go to different areas of the house and take pictures of different
yeah.
stuff.
That makes sense. So he would ask you a different stupid thing each day.
Yeah, different stupid thing each day. And there was one kid who like he thought of anything possible to take a picture, and he took like 100 different pictures. So in case if he was ever out, he would just go
Are you
through.
serious?
He would just go through his camera
So he
roll.
just take a pic. He
Yeah.
had his camera roll stock, like picture with a spoon, a picture of a knife,
Yeah,
picture with an
he
apple.
had everything on there.
That's really funny.
But anyways, it was just a shit show. I don't mean to take up the floor any longer, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So wait, where are you going to school next year? Do you know? Because I remember you said before, like I didn't think you were going to play hockey all year. I thought you
Yeah,
were going
I don't want to
Eau
say
Claire
over
as
the
well.
air. I don't want to say over
Oh,
the air, but
We should have like
you don't know leak it.
we should have like a commitment video. Where like
We
give,
should
like,
have a
all the
Zaruba
hats.
press conference.
a press conference. Yeah.
We should have a press conference for me. The viewers don't know where I'm going
Yeah, I was
next
gonna
year.
say Sandquist.
The viewers don't know. Let's.
Well, I mean, it's more important for Sankaso because he's actually playing
Why?
athletics.
Just say where you're going.
I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna say where at all.
We're gonna-
I'm saying it's
It'll be a later
pretty
reveal.
important.
It'll be a later reveal.
It'll be
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
stick towards the end of the episode, and I'm not gonna make a fucking chapter about it. So you're gonna have to fucking like actually we're not gonna say when in the episode, we're not gonna put it in the chapter. You have to listen to the entire thing to find out where Sandquist is going, even though you probably already know where he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the banner,
Yeah, the banner that's Nicholas got. Well, anyways, what I was gonna say, Zaruba, is I was hanging out with some people the other day, and they said they think that the Timberwolves, the Vikings, and the Twins have a good chance at winning all the championships next year. And I said if all three of them win the championship, like if the Vikings win the Super Bowl, if the Twins
Right.
win the World Series, if the Timberwolves win the fucking what is it, NCAA championship?
NBA.
What did I say?
NCAA.
Huh?
It's
What is
It's
NCAA?
NBA.
That's college.
That's college level.
It's college.
Oh, I'm gonna bleep that out, by the way. And if the Timberwolves win the NBA championships, that was a good seamless transition.
Championship.
What did I say?
Championships.
That's the same thing.
It's not.
How is it? Okay, what's the difference between a championship and a championships?
Chips is 2 games.
That's multiple.
But it's the championships.
It's not.
What do you mean?
It's just not called that.
But they call it the championships.
No.
What?
The championships.
No one calls it that.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
I've
stop,
never
stop
heard-
repeating yourself.
They call it the fucking championships!
No, they don't.
All right, let's leave it at that.
Hold on, I'm going on Google. Championships. Championships NBA.
They don't call it that.
Well, that's only because he typed
Yes,
it
they
in-
do!
That's because he only typed it into Google that way.
Oh my God.
NBA Finals Oh, that's champions. What? They call it the championships. Yes, they do. NBA Futures Championships.
Let me see this.
Yeah, the futures, because I'm sure they give more than one game to the future. But
Yeah, this is future. I'm
yeah,
talking about the.
he's talking about that.
No, not the future. The futures. It says futures.
Okay, yeah, I know.
It's like my friend Mike when he'd say like, what would he say? Oh,
Mike Ock?
Instead of saying like the Chiefs or like the Seahawks, he'd just say Seahawks.
Seahawk.
Or he'd just say like he'd just say like Seahawks, not the Seahawks. It was weird. It was weird.
The noun championship can be countable or uncountable. In more general, commonly used context, the plural form will also be
The
championship.
plural form. That's what we're saying.
Well, however, in more specific context, the plural form can also be championships.
Yeah, the plural form, not the most
When
common.
do no people say, "Oh yeah, we gotta go to the championships."
No, I've never heard
Yes, they
anyone-
do.
Have you ever heard anyone say that, Zaruba? Ever?
Sorry, Hanson, I haven't.
Ever? Yeah.
Hold on, I'm googling it. I'm figuring.
You go to Reddit.
It's people at r/grammar, motherfucker. People said my Google.
Does my dad want to be on the podcast?
I don't know. Ask him.
Hey, Dad, you're on the air.
No, just cut.
Sup, senior?
We're cutting this part out because I'm googling shit. Event calls it.
We're doing the podcast. Oh,
Most
okay. He
championships.
didn't want to be on the air. He got camera shy.
Would I still treat the? Now, obviously, championships is the plural of championship, as there is an S at the end. Duh.
Just the geese.
However, what happens when there is an official (parentheses singular) event calls itself a championships?
The NBA doesn't do that.
I don't give a fuck about the stupid fucking NBA. Nobody watches basketball. It's a fucking stupid fucking sport. But what I was getting to is that my fucking dipshit friend said, I don't remember who it was, so they're probably not a dipshit, but they're like, you'll get a chance. I literally said, if we win the stupid fucking NBA dumb, stupid, we're not going to win anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. The Timberwolves will never fucking win the championship for the rest of our fucking lifetime,
you tell
you
him,
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So I said, if all 3 of our sports teams win, I will suck a penis. And because it's like, it's not going to happen.
What's the timetable?
In the same year.
In the same year at any point.
Next year. All 3 of them have to win.
So not this season, so the 2022-23
season, the Twins have to win the World Series, the World Series, maybe, according to you.
But what if they do it this season, though, man?
Okay, so basically, what if, like, the Vikings were to win the Super Bowl, but it happened in 2023, because that's when the Super Bowl would be.
Right. No, but that's what he means.
No.
He means the Twins have to do it next year because the Vikings are already...
No. Because the Twin season is going on
by
right
the
now.
end of 2023, probably.
Right.
No. It's all in the same season, but
it doesn't work like that.
No.
I don't give a fuck. It's this year for the Vikings aren't playing right now, so it's this year for the fucking Twins, this year for the fucking Timberwolves, or whatever they're like.
Okay, got it.
Wait. When did the Timberwolves start?
October.
Okay,
That's
so
wild start.
what year is the Twins supposed to be good? This year or next year?
Both.
Okay, well, it's not going to matter because we're not going to win the World Series.
So
Every
much.
fucking year of my entire life, and people said, "Oh, the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Oh, the Vikings have a real shot." But they
Came close.
They have never. Well, they came close to 1 year, but they were like 4th. I mean, they made it to the fucking the.
We made it to the NFC Championship, and then we choked.
We lost to the Eagles because of that one. Who's the guy who fucked up that kick?
Nick Foles. No. We lost like 37-7.
Oh yeah, no, we choked. What? No. What was the game where we?
You're thinking of Blair Walsh against the Seahawks.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Like 2014 or whatever.
Would I still treat the World Athletics Championships as a singular when
We're still talking
marrying
about this?
about the verb? Be the first to comment. 2 years ago, someone said. Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
Championships versus championship. What's the difference?
One sounds stupid.
I swear to God. Okay, now I was going to cut this out because I thought I was wrong, but I'm actually so determined that I've heard people say, "Oh, we got the championships this weekend." Like, okay, so when you're talking about we won the championship, right?
Yes.
That is correct, okay? So I probably fucked it up in my brain, but people are like, "Oh, sorry, we got the championships for this weekend."
Have you ever heard anyone say that like that?
Don't ask Zaruba because I was gonna say no. Fucking.
Hey, new topic. Did you know that I'm going to the State Am Championships this weekend?
I'm so excited.
You got that one.
Dude, my baseball championships are coming up. It's insane.
That's what people say!
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Champions versus champion, what's the difference? Okay, if there would not be this much fucking Google thing if it wasn't a thing that people say.
Dude, the MLB championships is coming up in October.
That is, okay, you're saying a normal sentence.
That is
Yeah,
not
but handsome people. So is that off Twitter?
It's off Google.
Okay, but
It's off Twitter. What the fuck? This guy just thought this was Twitter. And you're making fun of me for saying a fucking S at the end of a word.
I don't have Twitter, so I wouldn't know what it looks like.
You're
But you know what Google looks like.
Yeah, I know what Google
Actually, it's
looks
Safari,
like.
rather.
This is so funny.
But it's all
This is an
technically the
all-time
same thing
moment.
because it's all social media.
This is not an all-time moment. People say if it's like a fucking series of games that leads up to the championships.
No. Maybe in tennis.
But there's a saying.
Maybe in tennis. Nobody cares about tennis.
There's a saying on the internet that where if you think it's a thing, it probably is a thing because there's that many people.
You're thinking of Rule 34. That's if it exists, there is porn of it. Zaruba sus. Anyways,
No, Zaruba, remember New Year's? Oh no! That was just unfortunate.
Hey, that's not white chocolate.
No, that's not what I'm talking
hold
about.
on, I'm gonna go upstairs for a second. You guys.
I know what you're talking about, but the first one, that's not white chocolate.
No.
No.
Gosh, dude. I don't want to talk about that. That was a weird night.
Yeah, well, it's always a weird night when you're up till 6 in the morning and then have to get up.
I didn't sleep. I just drove home. No. Okay, Hanson's got to cut that part out because that's not true.
Okay, but because of lack of sleep,
No,
dude,
just
you
cut that
need
part
you
out.
need a full you need at least 4 hours before you drive.
Just stop. But Hanson.
Okay, I'm being told the only thing that you say championships for is tennis.
Yeah, like I said.
But I don't care about tennis. I must
Okay,
have heard that from somewhere else.
You gotta cut a part out.
Do I actually?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna re-listen to it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You'll hear me because I was talking. Cut this part out too. Then.
No, you shouldn't have.
But
he agrees with me.
I wasn't actually.
Okay.
But seriously, cut that whole part out, please.
Okay.
Please.
I'm going to cut it out, obviously, Sandquist. Sandquist, you are the king of, can you cut that part out of the podcast, Sandquist? Like, someone would make a joke about you, and you'd be like, no, you have to cut that out, bro. Seriously, cut that part out, cut the part out. I swear, I literally talk about this on the podcast when you're not here. I'd be like, dude, I'm feeling like Sandquist right now, the amount of stuff I have to cut out of the podcast. Like, literally, like every time you're on the podcast, you'd be like, bro, you gotta cut that out. You gotta cut that out.
Yeah.
At least, like, more than one time an episode.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, you gotta cut this part out. Bro, you gotta cut this part out. Anyways, okay, I got a hypothetical for you.
All right.
What the hell? Oh, it's Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Actually, okay, no, it's not hypothetical. So this is a question I was thinking about at work today. So, would you call a Flyswatter a weapon?
What's a Flyswatter?
A
Okay,
no. I am now redeemed to the entire championships thing. Are you fucking kidding me?
It took me a minute. I thought I didn't realize what you said, and then once I said it, I'm like, wait, that sounded really stupid.
Okay.
I thought you said like Flyswatter. I don't know why my
Okay.
mind went to that.
See,
I don't know why my mind
I
went
will
to that.
tell you, you are not far off because my grandpa, he would always say like, he used to say Flyswatter, like instead of fly swatter, he would just say Flyswatter.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know why my mind went to that. But
I literally like I didn't think it in my brain until I was like 6 years old that it's fly swatter. Like, because it swats flies.
I consider it a weapon.
So I was talking to Jack. Like Jack Dunn was at work, and my boss was also there, and I was putting away a bunch of fly swatters, and I was like, "Would you call this a weapon?" And then Jack Dunn was like, "A bad one." I'm like, "But a fly swatter's entire purpose of existence is to kill things. But like a box cutter, that is probably a better weapon than a fly swatter, technically, but it's not a weapon because it's not used. Its primary purpose as an item is not to kill things.
Kelp.
It's to open boxes. It's a bit of an because that
was quite the Kelpman right there. Right?
It was a kelpy moment because I was there like in the fucking section with like brooms and shit. I'm like, I like how they literally have this. All these things are just for cleaning, and then this is for killing a bug, like killing a thing that exists, a living organism.
When's this episode coming out?
Like Monday probably.
Oh, so like in like 5 days?
No, it's Thursday.
4 days, whatever.
Friday, Sunday.
Carry the one.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, yeah, 4 days.
All right. Chill.
Less than
chill.
Yeah, who cares?
Dude, that's dope.
How's that dope?
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know what is wrong with me today. I don't know why I was. I'm still trying to think about this championships thing.
No.
I seriously have heard people say that.
Next topic of conversation.
You think of something better, Zaruba.
Me? All right. Well, let's talk about the camp out.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, but I have talked about it on the podcast though.
But not with us.
But you were wondering what my point of view of the camp out was.
Okay, wait. Wait. Can we debate Sandquist for a second here?
Okay.
Okay, so Sandquist, you know how Sandquist is like the king of like talking to adults.
Yes.
And he's like all the adults love him because he just talks to them.
Yes, my parents.
Yeah. So Sandquist spent the entire night pretty much talking to some adults by the bonfire at the camp out, right?
But earlier that night he was on.
Okay. Cut this whole part out.
It'll be like earlier he was, and it'll beep, and then it'll be like, bro, just cut this entire part out. We should edit this podcast just to make Sandquist look as bad as possible.
No.
Like, only keep in the parts that we cut out.
No.
Like, what if I accidentally fucked up the edit and somehow only kept in the parts I was supposed to bleep out?
Okay, yeah, it needs to be taken off, but that was funny though.
Yeah. No. But,
Yeah,
well,
but not at wrong time.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was saying is that we need to debate you, Sandquist, or I need to debate you because you didn't bring like I feel like all the adults would if they knew more about you, they would like clown on you. You know what I mean?
Why?
Like
Because he didn't bring the essentials.
you didn't bring anything to the campouts.
I didn't.
But he also showed up with. Did you have an injury or something?
The night before, I got hit in the head.
Oh yeah, you got hit in the head by
So he has some sort of excuse.
yeah.
And then you're like, get to the camp out now. I'm like, dude, I'm concussed.
Yeah, you're not
Okay,
supposed to be like
I'm
that
sorry,
at
but
home.
you said you were going to come on Friday night.
And then I told Teigland to tell you that we can't because of that. And apparently he didn't.
No, he did. He did
But
not
he
mention
said
that.
that-
Well, because
yeah.
Because I wasn't supposed to be on my phone. So
huh?
I wasn't supposed to be on my phone.
Okay, but so Teigland
You broke that rule.
that didn't believe you pretty much. He was like, "Yeah, Sandquist said he got hit by a pitch, but I mean, come on."
He was at the game.
I know he knows it, but he doesn't think it. He thinks you were over exaggerating it.
Oh, okay.
So the thing about you, Sandquist, is that you will say you're going to be at something, and then you'll show up late, and then like you'll have an excuse, but you won't like make it clear. Like you never told me that you got hit by the pitch until the next day. So and you also were like showing up way late. So that's why like even when you the next
I
day.
show up and you're like, you're 14 hours late. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Okay, no, you
At
are.
that point, we were playing volleyball.
No,
And I dominated.
there was way.
I dominated volleyball.
No.
There was one point in the volleyball game where Sandquist jumps up as high as he can and the ball still goes over.
No, and then remember that? And then
Okay, wait.
No, I
can finish
felt
my
so
fucking
bad
thing?
during the volleyball game because on my team there's like a little kid, and then during the championship game they kept picking on him. We kept hitting the ball to
The
him.
championships.
They kept hitting the ball to him, and like he was like 9.
World
He couldn't do much.
championships. Wait. World championships.
And he played really good. For his age.
I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh my god, you guys are gonna make fun of me.
Dumbass.
You guys are gonna make fun of me. Yeah. I think.
Were you thinking of like Mario or something like that?
Oh god, Mario, are you serious?
No, there's a game called. I was thinking of Nintendo World Championship,
God damn it!
which is like a tournament. It's like a series of game. Like it was a game that you could play.
Go kick a soccer ball or something.
No, but it's using other things, motherfucker. It's using tennis.
I thought you said no one cares about that.
Nobody cares about anything. Who cares? Well, to be fair,
Hey,
I feel more people care about the Nintendo World Championships video game than care about the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I don't know actually.
I'd say that is a fair argument.
I never heard of the Nintendo World Championships, honestly.
Well, anyone who doesn't live in Minnesota doesn't know what the Minnesota Timberwolves are. Or
I mean,
like,
any NBA fan would.
yeah, any NBA fan, but that's like one of the least popular sports, no? Like it's
no,
probably the
no,
third most popular sport in the country.
It's the second most money that you get. It's MLB, NBA, NHL for money that players make.
Wait. Say that again.
MLB, NBA, NFL.
You make more money
NHL.
playing basketball than playing football?
Yes. A
Really?
player just got signed to a 2-year, $122 million deal.
It's crazy because when I went to the last time I was at a Timberwolves game, it was like no one was there.
And a lot of
To be fair, it was on like a Tuesday night in like
exactly.
April.
So it's like branding, it's sales. Like for example, we have Anthony Edwards in our team, who's like the best young player in the entire league. Like people will watch the games. That's the thing. That's like TV ratings, TV deals, merchandise, all that stuff. And the MLB is just simply 162 games.
right.
You get so much revenue.
Yeah, because there's like
Unless you're the
there's
Marlins.
always like a game on. That seems like because like they do like what?
They play 162 games
Right.
in 6 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The championships. Okay, it is Wimbledon. Okay,
Hey,
I just searched the championship,
I've
the
just-
Wimbledon championships.
I have a solution to whenever people are arguing. E love E, everybody love everybody. Jackie Moon.
What?
You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, Sandquist has.
Yes, I've seen that movie.
Jackie Moon.
Semi-pro.
Huh?
It's on Netflix. You gotta
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
on
It's
Netflix.
semi-pro.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna watch it.
semi
What is
It's
it?
it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great
It's called
movie.
Semi-Pro.
Are you a Will Ferrell guy?
I am. I
Yeah,
like him.
Then
it's one of his better
yeah.
movies.
What is it called?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro?
Yeah,
And
If it's one of his
what?
greatest movies, how come I've never heard of it until now?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's that great of a movie.
It's pretty good.
I mean, it's pretty
I'm looking
good,
up on
but compared
IMDb.
to the
Let's see if I've
movies
heard
like
about this
Will
before.
Ferrell is in, like old school, I don't think it even compares to old
Oh,
school.
Woody Harrelson is in it as well,
Yeah, I don't think it was that
I've
good.
never seen Old School.
and
You haven't?
and Andre Benjamin
You didn't watch it when we were watching it at my house, Sandquist?
No, remember I was passed out.
or Andre 3000. Like what the fuck? How come it says in his IMDb credit it says Andre 3000?
Oh, it's maybe the stage name.
Oh, he's a composer,
Oh,
so maybe that's why.
well,
Maybe, but on the poster of the movie it says Andre Benjamin.
what was it rated?
Like what is it?
Oh,
What's the
Yeah,
score? I'm
yeah.
assuming not high because it's a comedy. 5.8 stars out of 10.
For a comedy, it's not bad, right?
No, it's not that bad. Pretty much everything on IMDb is rated like a star lower than it actually is.
Yeah. So
Like
like
Better Call Saul is like an
7, 8.
8,
I
and
would
it's a
say
10.
that would be a 5.8. I mean, I don't think it was like that great, but it's still
I think
like
it's one of the. I think it's one of the better
I think
sports
it's
comedies.
yeah, it's sports comedies. Yeah,
It's one of the better ones.
yeah.
What's the best sports comedy of all time?
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Happy Gilmore? Well, the Benchwarmers, I'd say, is
Happy
up there.
Gilmore's better.
Well,
What
the
about the Sandlot?
It's not really a
Benchwarmers
comedy.
gets
The Sandlot is a classic though.
Benchwarmers gets pretty personal, and
What?
the Benchwarmers it gets like pretty they get pretty personal with each other.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the Benchwarmers.
It's a
You
good movie.
haven't?
It's
I think I-
it's
David
John it's
Spade.
John Heder, David Spade,
Yeah,
and Rob
yeah.
Schneider.
Because is it David Spade is like the coach, right?
There's
No.
a guy.
Rob Schneider's
There's
the
a guy
coach?
in that movie from.
No.
There's a
What?
from. Oh shit!
From
I gotta cut that out.
Wait, who's the coach?
you talking about Sean William Scott?
Yeah.
He's from Cottage Grove.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, cut that part out. Someone that we know is in the movie, but not
Yeah,
really. Not someone that we know.
is in the movie.
Someone that's from our vicinity.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about? The championships.
Gosh, this has been going on for like 20 minutes.
No, that's the thing about the podcast is that people will be like, "Oh my god, bro, we literally talked about this for 20 minutes on the podcast," and then I'll like make the chapter of like in like the description, and it's like 5 minutes or like 3 minutes.
How long has this
sometimes.
podcast been going? Like an hour?
Well, we've been recording for an hour and 16 minutes, which
So
means
an
the
hour and 8
podcast is an
minutes?
hour and
8.
yeah, yes, okay, like an hour, yeah. Well, anyways, what were we talking about?
we
We'll probably
were
wrap this up soon.
we were kind of talking about the camp out a little bit.
Oh yeah, what I was gonna
It's
say.
the debate about Sandquist.
No. So I
Did we
remember.
kinda end that.
No, the thing with Sandquist is that he like it's always like some sort of like excuse. There's always like some
Yeah.
excuse, and then like sometimes it's real and sometimes it's not. So when it's real, you never believe him.
When have I
'cause
ever
it's
had a
like,
not real excuse?
when you say, "Oh, my mom said I couldn't go to that," and
When
then
have I ever said that?
You said
so many
Okay,
times. That's
okay.
your main excuse.
Exclude when I was like 16.
Okay,
Well,
you
when you-
literally
I'm
used
talking
it.
about recent
You
memory.
literally used it when we were all
But
going to
that
Brett's
was when
house. You
he-
said, "My mom doesn't want me to go." It's like you're in college and it's a fucking weekend.
Because it's not my car. How am I going to get up? It's not my car.
What do you mean it's your? How do you what?
It's
I get what he's
But the
saying.
car
My
is
But
in my
to be
parents'
fair,
name.
My parents do
to be
the
fair,
exact same thing.
to be
the car's
fair,
in my
other-
parents' name. If something happens to the car, they don't want any unnecessary wear and tear on it.
you never said that it was anything to do with your car though. It was like, "Oh, my
Well,
parents don't want me to."
Sorry, that was the
But he
reason
didn't
why.
wanna
But
explain
McGrath
it,
could have
though.
given you a ride because he was in town and then went and drove up there.
He was in Menominee.
No, he wasn't. See, this is what I'm saying.
I
You,
thought
you
he
said that with
was
so
Menominee.
confidence. No, he was
That's
in
pretty
town and then he
close
drove
to
up.
Eau Claire, isn't it?
Menominee is close to
Yeah.
Eau Claire, but Sandquist was in
Oh.
town and McGrath was in town.
Oh, and then McGrath drove up.
What are you talking about?
Yes, that's where we live.
Well, I didn't
McGrath
know-
was
I
in
didn't know
town.
about River Falls. I didn't know.
God.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, the thing I'm trying to say is Sandquist is that what I was just trying to clown on you about the whole you not bringing like a sleeping bag or a pillow or anything, and then you leaving the next morning before I even woke up.
I did do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
also my tent was empty when I woke up.
Yeah, Zaruba, me and Jack Dunn and Zaruba had to help clean up.
Yeah, we're the only ones who cleaned up.
And I was like, "Fuck!" The last year, everybody was here on Sunday, and we got that shit cleaned up right away.
I don't sleep well outside.
Yeah, I know.
well, none of us did, but we still had to wake up and clean up.
Yeah.
It's not an
Zaruba
excuse.
literally Zaruba's time frame, how it was, is he went to bed, he was in his tent with like Marcus, Kale, and Abby, I think, and he just in his sleep he hears a lightning strike and he wakes up and the tent is empty because it like a thunderstorm in the
Oh
morning.
my gosh! Speaking of lightning strike, I have a story for you guys. So we all know Luke Blattner, right?
Yeah.
So 5th grade, so we're in the middle of class. It's like a thunderstorm going on, and Luke says something, and then just like a bolt of lightning in the window right behind him. And our teacher goes, "Luke has spoken."
I have a very similar story to that. It was like the opposite, where since I went to a Catholic school, you know Danny Peters.
Yes.
So we were setting up because we had mass the next day. This is gonna sound kind of cringe to you, but it was pretty more normal. Basically, on every Wednesday we had a mass, and every each class would rotate like doing all the readings and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so we were doing like practices and stuff, and so it's like that little thing in usually in churches where it has the numbers of what song to sing in the book.
I don't. My church doesn't have it, but I know what you're talking about.
Your church does have it. It's not like
I
it's
know
like a
what
sign.
yeah.
It's like a sign where it's like there's like 5 songs usually in each
And
mass.
then it's at the front. It's like at the front, right?
It's like somewhere it'll say, "Oh, okay, this is the second song. We have to go to this page."
We hand out. So we have like pamphlets that we hand out.
Well,
So
your church. I
that's in those.
Do you go to the church that I think you go to, like the main one in
I go to
our
the one
town?
up
Oh,
No. Okay, so you don't.
at.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So never mind.
I'm not
I thought
Catholic.
I go to
the main
mass.
church that has a big sign, but I don't know. They might be like electronic now or something. Any point being, uh, Danny Peters was like in the class, and he went up to he literally like walked up and was like he literally reached his hand up to put the number, and the sun I guess the sun went back like the cloud went away or something. Right as he like reached up, it was like it was in a movie. Like sunlight went through the stained glass window and went right on him, and it was like he went in and it was like right when he put the number on, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what the heck?"
Speaking of that school, Hanson, remember when I showed up in third grade?
Dude, Zaruba was in my class for like a week.
Why only a week?
I don't know. He literally showed up and he's like, I think he came because he was like, "Oh, I want to see if I want to go here next year or something like that." And he was like, we had,
Obviously, he didn't.
the first year. I don't think it was anything like. I think it was like, I don't know. Whatever. I don't remember the
I don't
scenario.
remember either, to be honest with you.
All I remember was the teacher. It was the year when my teacher was a nun.
Oh, I
And
heard
so-
about this. Yeah.
So the teacher was just giving intros. So she's like, "You guys, we're gonna do some social studies today. Does anyone want to know? What do we do in social studies, Matt?" And he goes, "Is that when we talk about religion?" And everyone in the class was like, "What?" 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
but point being is that you do talk about religion and social studies because
that's true nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was right
But
to a point.
yeah, but that's not the main thing you
Yeah,
talk about.
that's not the main thing you talk about, but you do eventually.
You also talk about geography and religion
What's
because you're
going
talking
on?
about.
What's going on?
Huh? Oh, we're watching. I hate this because we're like interrupting the episode. If people are not watching the video, they're gonna be so confused. But basically, what's happening is the episode that was playing in the background of last episode ended because went longer than the 2 episodes ago is shorter than this episode in the last episode, right?
Yeah.
So it auto played another video on my channel, and it was like a Joe Notch cold open was playing, and we were watching it. It
Yeah.
was like a little skit that we did in the beginning of the episode. Can you stop
Was-
playing footsie with me?
That's
Was-
Zaruba.
That was not me.
Yes, it is.
I have an infected toe. Why would I play footsie with someone?
Your other foot. Mm. Give me that infected toe.
Can we talk about BeReal? I just got the social
Yes,
media.
dude. I am a
don't
goat.
get it.
I am a goat
I
at
don't
Be
get it.
Real.
Okay, so this is the problem with BeReal, in
I
my
always
opinion.
post stupid BeReals.
No, this is the thing where I think it's dumb.
Dude, I am.
Well, no, you actually suck at it, Sandquist,
I
but
know I do. I'm bad at it.
so the thing is that basically every day there's a 2-minute period where it says you have to post BeReal right now. But the problem is that the app sucks cock and doesn't load. So I'm literally, as soon as the notification pops up, I click it, and it'll be like, "Oh, Lucas posted late," because it'll take 2 minutes to load the fucking camera on the app and to post. It'll be like, "Oh, you posted late." It's like, well, no, I couldn't have possibly posted it any earlier, asshole. But the problem is that, what are you doing? Why are you making faces at me? Anyways, so
Camera won't see that.
yeah, my camera would see that.
It's like Michael Scott.
Like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
He
Yeah.
gives Toby a rock for his going away gift.
Oh, dude.
It's a prank. I'm obviously giving you your watch. Yeah.
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 Michael, that's so sweet.
No, but anyways, I'm sorry.
What was I talking about before
I don't
Sandquist
remember.
interrupted me?
No, I actually interrupted
Chest
you about
poke.
the Toby thing.
No, I was talking about something. I was talking about
Be real.
Yeah, be real. So people will post and it'll be like they'll post like 2 hours late, and it's like, what's the point?
So that you can see what's going on in your everyday life.
Yeah, but the point is like I think the be real it's a novel idea because it's like in social media, you're only gonna post your actual like highlights of your day.
Yeah.
But this is like you just see everyone's the boring shit they do. Like I'll post
Yeah.
one where I'm like
I don't know.
stuck on something at work.
I
Or
think
people
it's
post when
kind
they're
of
like
fun.
watching Netflix.
Like I'll post one of just like me and Zaruba, and I'll be
Yeah,
like,
sometimes
Zaruba.
we be with people and I'll be like, oh shit, these people are hanging out right now. But
And I'm like,
Sandquist the other day posts a black screen for his front, and
that was the.
I'm like, what
I
is
was
the
in a
point
dark
of
room.
this?
I wanted to see other people's
Hey,
But
meals.
you were like 2 hours late.
Did you see? Did you see what I put on yours? I go, it's pizza time.
Yeah, I took a picture of me eating pizza, and you can comment yeah, it's funny because it only lasts a day, so it's kind of funny to comment. You don't have to worry about saying something funny because nobody's gonna see it
No.
because you don't check other
No, yeah,
people's
but when
BeReal
Zach was
comments.
posting the black screen, for a second I thought it was still loading.
Wait, did you comment on it? Someone commented like, "This is electric,
This
Sandquist."
was
Was that you? Yeah, I commented too. I'm like, what did I
Does it
say?
not
I'm
say who
like,
commented?
yeah, no, I don't remember. It was like 4 days ago.
And then I think you added me after that.
Yeah, I added you because,
Yeah.
and then I commented something else. I'm like, this is the content I strive for,
Yeah,
Sandquist, or
I
something.
remember that.
I don't get
it.
It's like, why would you even bother posting if you're? I guess because you need to post to see other people's stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Are you chewing on my towel?
No.
He's gonna be the first one to touch
Why are you holding the mic? Stop. That's gonna be really annoying, actually. Mike Ehrman Trout.
He's my favorite character in that.
He is a
entire-
really good show. We probably, yeah. Anyways,
Mike Salmon Trout.
Speaking about shows, are you a Seinfeld guy?
I am.
I love Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
We just finished it a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, because we watched it now. Yeah, we'd probably been watching it the past couple of years because it's only when me and my mom and my dad are,
Oh yeah.
and no one else is here.
Yeah, so you guys just watch it together?
Yeah, well, just because they watched it when it was coming out, obviously.
Yeah.
My leg itches.
No, I
Too much information.
watched all of it when it was out on Netflix throughout my entire hockey season.
Yeah, that show's so funny.
It is.
George Costanza is one of the best fictional characters in history. He's so funny.
Jack Dunn posted something about George Costanza, and I go, George Costanza's my hero. And then Jack Dunn goes, no, Zaruba, you're my hero.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, Jack Dunn. There's a period of time where Jack Dunn for like an entire week would post memes on his Snapchat story that I had sent him.
Really?
Yeah. Now I know how Danny
There's
Rowan
like
feels.
Danny Rowan's meme story.
That's what I was just
That's
talking about, yeah.
hilarious.
The thing about Danny Rowan is that he has a story as a private story, which is just like all of his camera roll memes, and he'll get mad when people like send like memes that he had. And it's like you didn't make the meme. It's like you got it from Reddit, and so
Some of them are funny. Look, Carter's looking me right in the eye. It's weird.
a lot of them are really funny. Oh, that is kind of weird.
Dude, I haven't seen. I miss Carter so much.
Your
Dude.
And
roomie.
you roomed with him.
I've seen him once this summer.
I saw Willem only once this summer. The other day we watched Thor.
Or
Yeah. This is okay. I have to say, this may be a controversial thing to say, but I don't want to see Sam Rabaey anymore because I know Sam Rabaey is going to have seen Thor and he's going to like complain about it. Because Rabaey is apparently now a film buff, despite the fact that he likes some of the worst movies of all time. He'll be like, "No, I just didn't like. It wasn't that
nah,
good."
dude, Jack and Jill's a great movie.
And it's like, I know, it's just like, he'll be like, dude, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is good. It's like, shut the fuck up, Rabaey. I don't know.
But no, we watch movies at work, and there's some stuff that like him and I both like, but obviously like not the topic of movies you guys watch, like because I'm not too big into like the action movies. I'm more of a
Oh, yeah.
comedy guy myself.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
the worst is Burow now, because Burow watches only like the fucking like, huh? Is he what?
Where does he live now?
Montana.
Really?
He's in Montana for the summer, and then he's coming back, hopefully.
Is Lauren with him?
Yes.
Really?
They're both coming back at the end of the summer.
So is he just like traveling around the world now, or what?
They just do cool things over the summer.
Is he working in the park again?
Yeah, he's working and they got it all figured
So
out.
like where in Montana? Like
I can't tell you
guess
because
can't tell me.
because I didn't. The last time I actually talked to Burow was we did the podcast a couple months ago, and then the next day it was like his birthday, so we hung out. And a bunch of people hung out.
I really wanted to go to that.
That was really fun. There's a lot of random people at that. Like Samson was there.
Chalupsky?
Yes, he was there. Like Owen
Dude.
Matzik was there. It was so random.
What
Johnny Kateria was there.
Oh my
Jack
God.
Dunn was
I
there.
haven't seen those people
It
in
was
so
so funny.
long.
Dehmlow was there.
Nate!
Yeah. It was like, oh, sorry, I just
Oh.
accidentally
Oh,
touched
you're
your foot.
good.
I have a story about Nate. So I'm in Eau Claire visiting you guys, and I got taken to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And, we'd had some fun earlier that night, And I walk up to Nate, and I just go, BDN! And he's like scared. He's like, who the? He's like,
He's probably like so confused why you're there.
no, but I think and then it took him like a second. He's like, Sandquist? What are you doing here?
He probably thought it was like a dream. He's like, why is it's like when you see Sandquist in the
Does-
fucking Eau Claire
Does he
cafeteria?
Does he go there?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because and
We
like
could have all been fucking Eau Claire brothers if it wasn't for you, Zaruba.
I know if it wasn't.
Oh wait, shit! I just spoiled it. I just spoiled where Sandquist is
he's
going.
pregnant.
No, that's gonna be fun next year, Sandy.
Who says I'm going?
You.
I am going to the University of Wisconsin Eau Claire.
He's a
Blue
future.
gold.
He's a blue gold. What if we have classes together at some point?
Me and Teigland two classes together. Me
Really?
and Tegs have 2 classes together.
That's really
Me
funny.
and his girl. So we in one of the classes, it's me, him, and his girlfriend's sister.
Oh yeah.
His girlfriend's sister.
Yeah, she's a year younger. She
Oh,
was
okay.
playing volleyball or something.
So
there.
she's
I don't know her. I don't know her.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we should probably wrap this epi up soon, eh?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
having a great time with the
well,
homies.
I gotta work tomorrow, but it's up to you guys.
Zaruba does have to go to bed, so I do feel bad. I also have to work tomorrow, but I don't have to work until 10.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the outro then?
Wait, do I work at 10? Yeah. No,
Remember the podcast where Bailey did the outro? That was
Yes.
What we called them?
we called him.
No, he called. He called.
He
I
called
think
Marcus, and then Marcus called him back, and he
Marcus
goes,
was like, just do the outro,
he goes,
and that's how we close it.
Dude,
That's
I've
what-
listened to that podcast like 3 times.
Really?
As
so funny.
soon as that came out, I went right to the end, and I go, I just want to hear the outro before I.
That
listen
might be
to
that might be one of the best podcast episode of all time.
No,
Sandquist Intervention. That might be one of the best.
it's one of the best.
What's the best, dude?
It's-
I think that's the best.
Obviously, other than episode 100, because that's not even a real episode. But
That's
like,
more a movie.
yeah, that's not like a pod. That's like
That
not-
took you like 2 weeks to make, didn't it? Or even longer, maybe.
I don't remember, but it's like as an actual episode, that is up
I've
there.
been trying so hard to get a hold of Jason Kubel, dude.
That okay? Well, don't spoil anything, but yeah, could you imagine? Jason Kubel doesn't fucking give a shit. He's not gonna do it.
Get him like a Zoom call. That'd be
I wish
lit.
he was on Cameo. That's all I want. That's all I need. There was a part my dad was watching
Hold
episode
on.
100, and he actually thought for a second that Jason Kubel was gonna be in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
that would be the best thing ever. Oh, fucking Jason Kubel.
Hold on.
If only Jason Kubel wasn't off the grid. Sandquist
I'm
did.
still requested.
That's not him.
Yes, it is. No, it's actually him.
If it was him, if it was Jason Kubel's Instagram, he wouldn't have fucking 70 followers.
It's private, and that's him in the picture.
No shit, you can fucking look him up
It's a
online. It's
a
illegal.
picture of his- It's a picture of his family.
Well, yeah, because you can get those anywhere.
Like you can like check to see if it's like that's like his official Instagram. It is.
Why would his official? He wouldn't. No,
There's multiple professional athletes that have less than 100 followers because they're private accounts.
but that's so dumb though.
I know it is. I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, but it's not him.
Yes, it is.
Then he's not gonna fucking follow you back, Sandquist.
We're gonna see.
Okay, you know what? I actually have to have, since we were talking about BeReal earlier, there are people who haven't added me back on BeReal, like that we're friends with. It's like,
I mean, people might just not
people
check.
just don't check.
It's kind of hidden.
but there's some people like your sister still hasn't added me back on Snapchat after years.
Oh,
it's like,
no.
and I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are that you can't fucking add me back?
You want to snap her that? I'll tell her that.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
No, I got you, man.
No. I don't even
No,
want.
no, I got
Like
you.
I like it's
I'll tell
literally
her.
like I like the
I'll
no.
send
Shut
you
up.
I'll send her snap to you right now, or send you her snap. Or sorry, send her your snap right now.
She has my snap. It's in
I'll
her
do
little
it.
thing.
I'll do it.
It's
Lucas W.
the
Hansen.
only reason is because I remember it's like there's like a I don't know. It's like the gray thing when you add someone and they don't add you back.
Did you try snapping her?
No, I just added her on Snap and she didn't. I'm like, what the fuck? There's some people who like I'm in like group chats with and I'm like,
She's leaving for college in less than a month.
that's crazy. Anyways,
But
a lot of people are leaving.
Well,
college
no,
in less than a
no,
month.
but I'm saying like she'll be like a long ways from home.
Oh, as opposed to you.
I mean, she's going like far out of state.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say where, but I'll leave it at that. She's going far out of state.
Yeah, when I talked to her at the grad party, she was like, "Yeah, I'm going pretty far," and she was like farther than Jake.
Yeah,
Well, you went like you were at a very close. Well, we
I
probably
was
should
probably
say.
I was about 30 minutes away, and now I'll be about an hour. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
it's
know what it is.
Eau Claire's a nice drive.
Yeah, Eau Claire is good. Well, anyways, yeah. to be for the record, I don't actually. I'm not talking about your sister specifically when I'm
No,
complaining.
I get what you mean. I was
But it's
yeah.
like when it's like people who I know you in real life and like
It's like why
and
like
it's
what
like on
really?
Snapchat it's like do you who really cares? Like if it's Instagram I can understand why because it's like you're the public follow like you can see who everyone's following and like you don't want to be following a lot of people like
Well,
you don't have a bad ratio or
Oh, I
whatever.
don't care what my
it's just
ratio is.
interesting, like how social media really shows like how people are different in real life than they are in social media.
How is that? But is that besides BeReal is the most probably the most accurate one you would say, right?
Well,
Snapchat's pretty
yeah,
accurate.
but I mean, I just say
But
for everything, honestly, because it's just it's all like media. I'm not
are
I'm
you
the
different on the podcast? This is YouTube social media. So are you different on the podcast than you are in real life?
well, no, I'd say I'm not saying specifically me. I'm just saying some people, but also like yeah, it's obviously different getting like a screen connection versus a face to face connection.
Yes, I agree.
So let's leave it at that.
Yeah. I would say it would be much harder to make friends if we didn't have Snapchat.
I
Yeah, I
agree
mean
with that.
it would.
Well, because like think about it, like if you go to a college or something, you have a random roommate. You instead of just meeting in the day, you can communicate with them, or like I don't know, like there's quick add on Snapchat. If you really wanted to, you can go quick add 20 people and
Well,
meet new people.
that's where I added your sister from is quick add.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, Ashley Sandquist. Okay, yeah, she was in my Spanish class, and we like talked a couple times or whatever.
But I mean, when you look at the generational
One of my closest friends, fucking sisters.
Yeah.
when you look at the generational difference between your parents and us, it's mind blowing how much it's changed. But also, like a lot of it's obviously still the
Speaking of
same.
Snapchat, you guys ever seen like a 35-year-old person try to use Snapchat? It's so hard to watch.
Really?
Because like, you know, like your story is kind of like reserved for like like important things or like
Yeah, that's why people do
Usually.
private stories.
like they'll post
No, they'll post like literally like anything on
like
their
a
story.
Oh
self
yeah,
or like
No,
yeah,
the annoying thing is when people post
post
a
their
lot of
story
old
and then send it
people.
to everyone.
Yes, people will send a video to you that
yeah.
they post on their story.
That's what my uncle did.
That is what my cousin.
And
That's what my cousin Chase does. He's like in his 20s.
it's not
What are you
annoying.
fucking
Hey,
doing?
it's not annoying. I would say like whenever I see
Yeah,
it, I kind of give a laugh.
it's just
Nah,
different.
I don't actually. My cousin Chase is kind of he is like in his 20s, but he literally is a boomer on social media. Like he'll literally post on Instagram. He'll literally post like three separate times instead of like doing like an album.
Oh
Like
really?
anytime Chase posts on Instagram, it'll be like three things at once.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's like always yeah. I'm like, what are you doing,
I like
bro?
that Instagram did that where you can post like up to 10 pictures at
That
the
is a
same time.
legendary thing. But yeah, what I was gonna say is like, there's a lot of people I'm friends with just because like I got added into a group chat with them in it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know what you're saying.
Like, oh shit, I guess I'll just add you on Snap. Oh no, like
Or like
I'm more comfortable talking to you in
people don't
person.
ask for your number. People ask for your Snapchat now.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
much easier to like get someone's Snap because
It's a
it's
lot
like
less personal too, because
yeah,
like your
just
phone number is more of a personal thing. I
Yeah.
guess.
right, exactly. But
Because like,
it is annoying that I there are people that I'm really close friends with that I don't have their fucking
because
phone
like
number.
think if you're at a
Yeah, I
party
know. I feel the same
and
way.
some girl comes up to you and says, "Can I get your number?" Instead of "Can I get your Snap?" I mean, you might give your number regardless, but you're a lot more comfortable giving your Snapchat to someone right
Correct.
away.
Because you can just pull up the code,
Exactly.
and you can always just like you can always just mute them from your story or like not talk to them or whatever.
I guess, yeah, yeah. But
I guess it's
In
giving
my
you the
opinion,
phone number. It's always like
I feel the same way about both because you can block them on both. But like obviously, like they're gonna ask for your snap over anything because that's
yeah,
just what our generation does.
it is 11.
are your
Okay,
closest
it is
friends?
11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll wrap this up with this. Are your do you would you say you have you're like more you have like more people that you're not friends with on that you're following on Instagram or that you're friends with on Snapchat?
More on it's pretty 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah, because I feel like the people who are like a lot of people have unfollowed me on Instagram because I haven't posted in 5 years or 4 years, 4.5 years, and so a lot of the people that are following me are just like my friends. But
Yeah.
like there are people on Snapchat that
I haven't talked
are
to you
just
since I
quick
was in
at.
seventh
But
grade.
yeah, that's also the phone number thing. Like back before a lot of people used Snapchat, everyone had each other's phone numbers in like seventh grade. Like,
Yep.
and so like I have like a lot of most of my
I remember
contacts
being
are
in
like my
fifth
seventh grade
grade
friends.
when I first got my phone. I went around all my friends and like wrote down their numbers, and I have like
Yeah.
random people's numbers that I don't know very. I mean, I know them, but it's like
It's crazy. Like in sixth grade, I didn't even have a phone, and like there, I like in this is going way back. But like in third grade, I'd be friends with like Aiden, who's like my neighbor, and like
oh
we
yeah,
yeah, I literally had his phone number like written down like on like the little you ever had that like piece of paper with all the phone numbers like taped next to your
I know what you're talking
landline phone? Do you guys have a landline anymore?
No.
Me neither.
No, I don't have one either.
All right. Anyway, so what's the outro?
Well, so you weigh what right now?
220 pounds.
Okay, well, I'm assuming next time you'll be on the podcast, it'll be either another random episode like this, or it'll be like a school year
Yeah.
episode.
Or it'll be an episode where,
Where I'm up to 240.
No. I was gonna say like.
Okay, Zaruba, do you think Sandquist will weigh more or less in the next episode he's on?
I actually have confidence in him now. That like, especially if he quit drinking soda, like that's tough to do.
Well, I think he will get below
Just
200 and then get back up
just
to celebrate.
Just quitting the soda alone will
Cut out probably 5 pounds at least.
I'd say 10. That will like help you so much.
And the rest is, moderation of bad foods, not eating. Like, for example, like if you're gonna have a cheeseburger, eat 1 cheeseburger, not 2. If you're gonna have,
Like how I had 3 chicken sandwiches before this podcast, but that's all I had all day, pretty much.
yeah, but it's like, I don't know, knowing what's like difference between good calories and bad calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so 220 right now. Next time we're on the
Everybody
podcast,
leave a
we'll
comment
compare.
of what your prediction Sandquist's weight will be.
All right.
And also, speaking of social medias, why doesn't everybody leave a subscription?
Oh!
No, I'm just. You can do.
Cue the music.
The thing with wait,
Oh,
before we
right.
say it, the thing with,
Right.
the thing
I-
you look really cringe right there. The thing with subscriptions is like, you don't look like on Instagram. You follow someone and it's like, now I gotta fucking see this person's post or whatever all the time. Or like, now people know I'm following them. Now my number is worse. Or like Snapchat, like, oh, now I gotta skip through this person's story. On YouTube, it's like, what's the downfall of subscribing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I post like once a week, if
Exactly.
that.
My
So it's
boy
like,
here works hard.
It's like
He deserves it.
and you're just gonna if you listen to another podcast, you're probably gonna want to listen to another podcast. That's
Yeah.
much better.
Exactly.
I've
But hey.
always looked to YouTube for that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for watching this episode with Jake Sandquist, Lukas Hansen, Matt Zaruba. We will see you next time on the Be Quiet Podcast.
So cringe.
Let's cue the music.